Hi, my name is Marcus Wabschall. I'm an immigration attorney and the founding attorney of Veritas Immigration Law, located in Southwest Florida. And today I want to answer the question and talk about the process of getting your student visa. So many international students want to come to the United States on a student visa for a temporary amount of time to get a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, or some other type of advanced degree, or it's just some type of language training or vocational training. And so the student visa is a good way to accomplish that goal. Now, there are basically two different types of student visas that you can get. There's an F1 visa and there's an M1 visa. The requirements for both of these visas are more or less the same. The only difference is there are different rules attached to a visa holder once they get to the United States, depending on whether they have an F1 or an M1. Generally speaking, the M1 is going to have more restrictions based on work authorization and a few other things. So let me just talk real quickly about what's the difference between an F1 and an M1. So an F1 visa is the type of visa that you want to get if you are planning to enroll in an academic institution that has a core curriculum and you are looking for an academic degree. Okay, you're looking for a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, or some type of degree or certificate program. You want to apply for an M1 visa if you're planning to enroll in some type of vocational training. So maybe you are looking to enroll in, maybe like an example would be a cooking school, or maybe you want to become a pilot and you're taking flight lessons. Things like this that don't necessarily that don't have like a core academic curriculum, but it's a type of specialized training that you get. Okay, so that would be your M1 visa. Now, the requirements to get each one of these types of visas, whether it's the F or the M, are more or less the same. So in order to, let me just back up and just kind of talk about the technical requirements that are the things that are required to get the visa. So the first thing is you have to apply and be accepted in an academic institution. So that might seem obvious, but a lot of people seem to think that the first thing that they have to do is to apply for the student visa. But that's not correct. The first thing you need to do is to apply to the school. So what you want to do is you want to look for a school here in the United States that sponsors international students, because there are special rules for the schools. The schools themselves have to be authorized by the Department of State to sponsor international students. So when you're shopping for your school, you just want to make sure that they have that credential or that authorization to do so. And that's usually pretty easy to identify. Okay, so those are the two big requirements that you want to look for. So you have to apply and get accepted to an academic institution, and that academic institution must be authorized to accept international students. Another requirement is proficiency in English. So in the universities that I have seen that sponsor international students, pretty much all of them have required the TOEFL exam, which is a specialized English exam in order to even apply and get accepted to the school. I don't know if every university requires the TOEFL exam, but many do, and this is something that you would need to be thinking about before you apply to the school, because the university likely is not going to even accept you if you don't have that TOEFL exam. So that's something that you would want to look into in your particular university that you're thinking of applying to. The last requirement that you need to be able to show when you apply for your student visa is you have to be able to show that you can financially self-support yourself. And there's a variety of ways that you can do that. You can do that through bank statements, by showing tax returns or your income, any kind of income statement, or maybe you're taking out a loan and you can show that you've applied for and received the loan. Just anything that you can show that you are self-supporting yourself. So those are the basic requirements. It's nothing too extreme, but there are some very particular things that you need to make sure and be organized as you are going through this process. So in terms of procedure, the first thing that you're going to do, like I said, is you're going to apply to the school. Once the school accepts you as a student for enrollment, they will issue you what's a special document. It's called a Form I-20. And the I-20 is basically the school's agreement that they're going to sponsor you. And it's something that you're going to need when you fill out your visa application. And the visa application happens on a special form called a DS-160. And when you fill out that form, you want to be able to have your I-20 to show that you've been accepted by an American university. Now, I want to switch gears and just talk kind of generally about work authorization. So when you get your student visa, there are special rules attached to your ability to work as a student. And this is kind of where the two different types of visas are different. So the F visa and the M visa are going to have different restrictions for work. The F visa is a little bit more robust because it will often transition into, not in every situation, but a lot of F students will try to transition into an H-1B visa after their F visa finishes. So the F visa is going to allow a student to have work authorization, but during the first academic year, they're only allowed to work on the campus. After the first academic year, you can then apply to work off campus in some special practical training that is relevant to your degree. For the M visa, you are limited to working on the campus, and you're limited to working only part-time during the school year. On breaks, you are able to work full-time. If you have questions about applying for a student visa, you are welcome to contact us. You can reach out to us for free. We will evaluate your situation and your case and help you to make the best decision possible. Please visit our website or visit our Facebook. Our phone number is 305-306-7833, and we are available to speak to you in both English and in Spanish. Thank you and have a great day.